All aboard!
Aspen, Colorado, Tuesday, June 30th, 1953. I have two distinct memories of that day in Aspen. There was the hotel and restaurant where we ate lunch. Maybe this is it. In the lobby was a circular sofa, plush red upholstery with gold trim. The other thing, there was a department store, Sears, J.C. Penney, Monkey Ward's, I don't remember, where they had these tubes running all over the place. The clerk would put money in a tin can, put the can in a tube, and it would go whooshing up to the ceiling. I had no idea where it was going, maybe to the moon, but it was sure fascinating. After touring the town, we did the chairlift thing. Pretty primitive, wasn't it? Aspen has changed a little over the years. The chairlift was pretty interesting, but kind of scary too. Especially scary when it stopped. Back and forth, back and forth. Then it was back on the bus for the return trip to Glenwood Springs. We returned to our rooms at the Hotel Denver, but it was a short night because we were scheduled to leave at 4:10 a.m. on D&RGW number 2, the Royal Gorge, bound for Colorado Springs via Tennessee Pass. Apparently, we divided our time between the dome and the diner. While in Salida, we saw one of the surviving remnants of the fabled D&RGW narrow gauge system. Not sure how we ended up behind the observation car. I think maybe they had to add a car for our group. I remember people complaining because we had to ride in that clunky old heavyweight car. Dad didn't mind though. In Pueblo, we stopped to set out an office car that we had picked up somewhere between Salida and Canyon City. All those heavyweights couldn't have been for our group, so it must have been a busy day for the Royal Gorge. We also saw a steam locomotive working a local freight or possibly switching the yard. By 1953, standard gauge steam was becoming a rare sight on the D&RGW. This 280 had been in service nearly half a century when we saw it, but would be scrapped before another year was passed. That's me, my brother John, and Kent Underwood playing around in the dome. On the road again, headed for Colorado Springs, where we left the Royal Gorge and checked into the Joyce Hotel for some well-deserved rest. The next day, July 2nd, was devoted to local sightseeing. First to the Garden of the Gods, where we were greeted by the famous kissing camels. We're impressed by the skill and dexterity of the hoop dancers. And enjoyed climbing around the ship rock and balanced rock. Then it was up Cheyenne Mountain to visit the Will Rogers Shrine of the Sun. Finally, we rode to the top of the world, or at least the top of Pikes Peak, on the Call Railroad. We left Colorado Springs at 9 p.m. on Santa Fe train number 130, arriving back at the Auditorium Hotel in Denver at 10:40. In part 3, we wrap up the fun week with a trip to Cheyenne for a tour of the Union Pacific Yards, and we spend some time sightseeing in Denver before heading back east.